First of all, we are not crazy. It's very, very important now today to have a very high level of English, to have the opportunity to try where do you want to work. The first and most important maybe is to be passionate about what you want to. The age of Messi and Cristiano in Spain, for us, was incredible because we had the opportunity to do matches at a very big level. Bellingham, I'm in love with Bellingham. It's incredible. He's 20. I asked my assistant and the replay operators to show all the replays in real speed, without slow, because it was incredible how fast Messi run to the goal.
I have the pleasure to be with one of my favorite directors in the world, a guy that I have the pleasure to call my friend, but also a guy that I admired a lot because I get to see his work every day on screen when I follow my team, the Real Madrid, playing in La Liga every other weekend. So I text him, "Hey, are you directing the Real Madrid game?" And he says, like, "No, I'm Barcelona." I was like, "It's okay." My
And
friend.
yesterday, Oscar, I did a Girona match, who is on the top of La Liga now in Spain,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
they are playing very, very well.
That's true. You get my friend and great director, the man who leads everything related to direction for La Liga in Spain, one of the top talents in the world in football from Media Pro, Oscar Lago. Oscar, welcome. Very honored to have you on board. How are you?
Okay, fine. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you for having me in this YouTube channel, and it's a proud to be there and to be there with you. That are, as you said before, we are friends and we have worked together, and we are mostly of the time in the same page.
Yes, sometimes. So, Oscar, first of all, give me a brief explanation of what you do. So, maybe people don't know you, but I already said what's your main task in Media Pro. But in your own words, tell us a little bit of more of what you do.
Okay. I'm a sports TV director. I act, now working in Media Pro since 2015, and I am in the heat of all the TV directors, and we work very close with La Liga and Media Pro to build how we produce La Liga and to be in charge of all the productions of La Liga, and not only La Liga, but also all the European competitions of the clubs in Spain, like Champions League, Europa League, and some other international events like the Euro or last summer World Cup.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Euro and about your big endeavor that you have for the summer. Oscar, how do you get to be the head of directors and be in charge of everything related to camera plans and standards for a league as important as La Liga, which is one of the top leagues in the world and that more people watch every weekend and even during the weekdays, as you said.
Uh, uh, Before that, it has been a long journey. I was very lucky to start working on TV sports very, very young, at the age of 21. And thanks to the Olympics in Barcelona in 1992, I had the opportunity to become a TV director, and I was the director of football at the Olympics in Barcelona. And uh, uh, since the Olympics in Barcelona, I've been working in sports, not only football, also Formula One, also basketball, some winter sports. But since 2015, I reached to work in Media Pro because the way that La Liga was produced changed regarding the past, because La Liga decided to centralize the production. That means that it doesn't depend of the who has the rights every period, the right holders. That means that La Liga produced with Media Pro the whole competition, first and second division, and with the aim to build the best product possible, the most international product possible, and adding innovation every season and increase the value of the product, because La Liga and Media Pro believe that if we achieve to improve the production of La Liga, how the fans they see us, the product, they will increase the value of La Liga regarding the rights, the international rights.
That's a very important take, and not, I mean, I think that's a difference between the big leagues and all that are not there yet. It's the value that they put in the product that they sell, because the
Mm.
product is not only what happens on the pitch. The product is what millions in their houses are able to watch. So,
Yeah.
Oscar, how do you compare the direction style between La Liga and other leagues, other of the top leagues in the world?
Yeah. I think that nowadays all the biggest leagues in Europe have a similar style. It doesn't happen at the 19th that the Spanish style or the German style or the Italian style was very different in those time. But from 10, 50 years ago, we learned one of from each other. We know all the directors in Europe and we work together. I think that the style is not very different, but for me the most important is that we had an, the opportunity to keep a style together, is that we work with a permanent crew for La Liga in Media Pro. That means not only directors, but also operators, producers, and technicians. We work for all the season together. We are focused on La Liga every week, and all the team has a big commitment with the product of La Liga, because it's the main work for us. That means that we can add to the directors, to the operators, to the technicians, to create how to do the football, how to do the replays, how to do the cutting the cameras live, allow at the same time the creativity of the directors. There is not exactly the same way to do for all the directors, but the aim of the storytelling is the same, and at the same time that allows us to add innovation in La Liga every season.
Yeah.
Because we are not freelance, we work every day for La Liga, every day for Media Pro, and we work together to find new solutions, like we did during the pandemic with the virtual fans on the stands. After that, we started working with augmented related graphics with live data tracking on pitch. Then we add some tactical replays, and finally, the most, for me, the most important thing, that is our cinematic camera. It's an award cinematic camera, and we are very happy to have, and we want to share and to show to the people these kinds of shots that you can see every week, with last week with Carvajal after the goal in the 100 minutes, 101
Yes,
minutes.
100 and something.
The shot was incredible.
Yes. Yeah, it was in. I have been a witness again as a fan and as a professional of all the developments that you have been uh, adding in how you and your team, because we had the pleasure to have you working with us and see people from your team how they work with you and how they share the possibilities of adding new resources and new angles. It's great. So I have seen that. Oscar, getting a little bit into more the person, there's one thing that it's very interesting for me is like all your family, it's in this business. Your wife, you
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
your two kids that are still young but they are already in the business. How do you manage that? How do you manage that through all the challenges that our profession has? Because your wife is a very, I mean, recognized reporter and personality in the world of sports in Spain. So how has it been? How do you manage that?
First of all, we are not crazy. Uh, the four in my family, we were on TV. The young one, Adria, he's only 20 and he's starting his career. But I believe that why this happened, because it's not easy to work in this industry, you know.
Yeah,
You have to do a lot of sacrifice with your family, with your friends, with your social life. But what happened with Imma and myself is that both we love sports and we love TV, and that's for me the most important. If not, it's impossible to keep working for a long period in this industry. We have been working on TV and sports, Imma and myself, for more than 35 years, and we still love work every weekend. But also we love to have day off and go skiing or go to the beach with Martí and Adria. And I think that's the secret. When Martí and Adria were young, uh, I always explain that they didn't know what weekend means,
hmm,
because during the weekend, the parents go away working and they remain at home with someone, with some family, with my father. And for a little boy, it's complicated to understand what is weekend if there is no traditional weekend with the
yeah,
family. But it was not a problem because we tried to find time to go to take day off with them, to go skiing or to the beach or everywhere, and we try to spend time together. And today we still spend time together because we are like a team. And I don't know many families that with children of 20 and 24, they still spend holidays together
yeah.
like us. Adria and Martí he's 24 and he has a special talent for all regarding to the technologies, to the sound, to
Hmm.
video. When he was 14, he bought a big audio mixing of 24
Hmm.
channel,
Wow.
and he started working with them, and he loved audio. He After that he studied a degree of audio and video and technologies, and he started to work at 19 on TV, learning, always learning. And he's young, but he has a lot of experience. He's working in La Liga now, but also he has worked in international events like the World Cup, and he's very happy with that he is doing. And Adria, it's different. Adria, it's more like me. he's passionate of football. He has been playing football until he was very young, and he know a lot of football, more than me. He know all of football. He likes watch football on TV, and I think that he has the skills or the talent. He's young, but he can try to start working on the job of or the involved of the direction. And he studied also a degree of TV production, and also a course of EBS operator. He's starting work like as EBS operator. I haven't worked with him, but my colleagues, they told me that he's working very well. I hope they don't lie me, and this true. I don't know. And now he's in Ireland now for 5 months because he need to improve his English, because I try to explain to both to Martí and Adrià that it's very, very important now today to have a very high level of English, of course, and Spanish and Catalan, that is our mother language, to have the opportunity to try where do you want to work.
That's very important, and I have been a witness, being in the same truck with you, directing at the same time in three languages, jumping from Spanish to English to Catalan very easily, and with a very diverse crew. And that's one of the areas where I think all the big directors that I have worked with, all of them have the chance to at least manage themselves in a couple of languages.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
though some that say, "Hey, I don't speak Spanish," but they can understand and they can give instructions, basic instructions in a couple of languages, and that's key for anybody for now and for the future. And anybody that is watching, a second language will go far, far away when you are pursuing a career in our industry, especially that nowadays. I don't know if you agree with me. I was born in Costa Rica, but I have worked around the world. You were born in Spain and in Catalonia, and you have worked around the world. It's very important, and you have a lot of possibilities. The more languages you speak, the more
yeah.
possibilities you have.
And mostly to have the opportunity and to choose yourself where do you want to work,
Yes,
and then in which project do you want to work.
that's very key. Oscar,
Yeah.
you were mentioning that your son is you both of your sons, they're working already in the industry, and they're creating their own path. But if I am a kid that are watching, or a girl that are watching this interview right now, what is it that they have to do today to get to the director's chair? What's your advice to all of those who want to direct not only football but any other sport, or direct news or whatever in our industry?
I think that the first and most important maybe is to be passionate about what you want to do. As we talked before, it's as other jobs. This job, this industry, it's means that you must do a lot of sacrifice, a personal sacrifice, and if you are not passionate about what you are doing, it would be difficult to keep working in this industry. The second one is, if you are outside from the industry, is to try to start in, doesn't matter in any position of the industry, because the most important is to know what is this industry. The broadcast is at I start like the last assistant production in a show when I was 18, and I saw all the studios and all the lights, all the cameras, and I say, wow, I want to work here. I don't know in which position, but and I start to find and an academy to study in Barcelona in the early 80s. It was only one academy, but it's start working doesn't matter in which position. And then you will see what skills do you have, what is your talent, and it's your position is more related to the production, to the technician department, to the operators, and work and find your way. Find if you are most interested in sports. Sports is hard because sports means weekend, mostly weekend. You can work on the broadcast industry working during the week and in the news program or in a show. For me, the harder is sports because if you don't love sports, it's impossible to work in this, in my opinion, in this industry, because it means you are not happy when you are in a basketball match or football match because you are not interested in what is happening, and also you are working during the weekend or during the nights, ending very very late and sleeping only a few hours to take the plane for the next. Then you must decide which part of the industry you are more comfortable, and be focused on that and work and find your way. And I think that today there are a lot of opportunities for young people. I think there is a lot of positions, a lot of work, more than when I was young, because they are production of all sports in all levels, with from 2 cameras to 30 or 40 cameras, and for sure that you will find how to start working.
Oscar, what if I am a camera operator and I'm not part of your team and you have a position open? What is it that you as a director are looking in when you are trying to get a new camera operator for your team? This is especially for those who want to be camera operators and
Yeah.
they dream of, okay, I want to be working in La Liga. I want to be working in a Euro one day. I want to be working with these top directors.
For me, the most important that I look when I work with a new camera operator, a camera operator that I don't know, or an EBS operator, it doesn't matter. It's the same, or a TD. It's I look that I want for these colleagues is that two things: is commitment and concentration, to be focused on their job. This is the most important for me, because that I don't like is to have very talented operators, but that they are not reliable. They are not concentrated during all the event, and that you are not, as a director, relaxed, think that they will do that they have to do. I hate this way. For me, all the cameras has different skills. Some cameras are better with the big lenses, other are better with wide shots, because they know very well the sport, and they know how to do the wide shots, the main camera, or the high behind. Other cameras are better working with cameras handheld, but all the cameras has their talent and their skill. But for me, the most important is not what they have to give to me, is what I must give to them, because this is for me the most important, is to give to them confidence, to be respectful with them, accept mistakes, because all make mistakes. All people make mistakes. Myself,
Hmm.
producers, all people. Be respectful with that, and to give them the peace that we will appreciate that the effort. If
Hmm.
they are better or not, it doesn't matter, because if you work with 25 cameras, they are different skills. One more experienced, other less. But if they do the best that they can, I'm I'm very happy. And I think that the most important for me is to give this to them, and then I receive the feeling that they are happy working with me. This is for me the best. To
That's
have this feeling that you feel through the intercom, that you are encouraging when one camera has do a mistake, you are not angry, and when a camera is do a very good shot, I try to agree live at the same time, and to encourage to keep working, and that for me is the most important. This feeling that we have through the intercom with the people involved in the production.
that's very important. It's
Yeah.
good because in the end, if you feel that the person that is leading your show it's trusting you, you are gonna feel more encouraged to keep
Mm.
doing your best. Oscar, let's talk about a topic that it's very important and relevant nowadays in the United States. Lionel Messi. I think you are probably one of the directors that more games have directed with Lionel Messi, and in even big moments that he had around his career with Barcelona and other tournaments. How much does it change to have a superstar like Messi on the pitch when you are planning your coverage and when you are executing your coverage?
We have been very lucky in Spain in La Liga, because we have had a lot of big, great players in the history. Messi, Cristiano, but before Schuster, Laudrup,
Hmm.
Butragueño, uh, uh, and it's important because they allow us to grow as a directors, because they play very well. Uh, the age of Messi and Cristiano in Spain for us was incredible, because we had the opportunity to do matches at a very big level, but not only for Messi and Cristiano. It was an age with Messi was with Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, and Cristiano was with Benzema, with Casillas, and
Bale.
they was very big teams. And in those times, I always thought that what will happen when with both leave Spain or retire. I never thought that Messi leave Spain so soon, but I thought that when they still were playing in Spain, I thought that what will happen with Barca and Real Madrid after that. And finally, the football is soccer is so big that they are they are always the new young players very well. Bellingham, I'm in love with Bellingham. It's incredible. He's
Yeah.
20. For me, it's the best player in the world today. Uh, and but we had the opportunity to with Messi and Cristiano to do very matches, to increase the production of the matches with more cameras, with more international audience. And I remember once a goal of Messi against Getafe in Copa del Rey.
Hmm.
It was a goal that Messi started in his own part of the pitch, and he dribbling all the players of Getafe, and he entered through the net with the ball. It was a goal that people compare to the famous goal of Maradona in Mexico in the World Cup.
I
It
remember
was
that goal.
incredible. Yeah, and in this moment when happened this goal, I decided to change all the way that we show the replays, and I asked my assistant and the replay operators to show all the replays in real speed without slow, because it was incredible how fast Messi run to the goal, dribbling at the same time. A lot of players, I don't know if it was 6 or 7 or 8, and I decided to change, forget super slow, forget all the replays in real speed. For sure that for us, it was for all the people involved in La Liga and in Spain was a very good moment. But we hope that this will keep growing with Bellingham and other players.
But no, it will keep growing, and it was an impressive time. And I think the same question that you had, it was the question that the fans and we all had: what is going to happen when they leave? And you see the rivalry continues. You see Barcelona team that it's really strong still with when Messi left, and now with Gavi, that it's a shame that he's injured, but all the players around the team. Um, Oscar, this year you have a very interesting, I would call it, challenge. You and your team, your crew, are going to be among the very few directors that will be directing the Euro in Germany. Tell us a little bit about that challenge and how you are preparing, and what does it mean for you being able to direct this tournament that is one of the top tournaments in the world.
Yeah. Be part of this great competition. It's a reward for all of us. You can imagine how excited we are, all the people involved. We will be around 52, 54 people of my team traveling to Germany in June. And this kind of competitions we prepare for a long period, more than 1 year before. We start working with the UEFA, and I'm very happy because I had the opportunity to spend time with some other great directors in Europe, like Jamie, like Grant, like Laurent, and many others, to share impressions, to work together with people in La UEFA that trust in us, and it's very important for us. And the most the thing that I focus is that if I used to work with around 26, 36 cameras, more or less, during the season, for this match, for this competition, we will have 44 cameras. That means around 8, 10 more cameras with different positions, with different. And that I try to do is to feel and to start working in my mind how to add these cameras, because finally the match is 90 minutes and 22 players. It's the same, and you have the same time to show more cameras, but there is no more time, and then you have to start working in your mind how to add to our workflow those new cameras that we will have, like high speed or positions that we don't use often in La Liga every week, because you need to be prepared to change and to add these different shots and different replays on the competition.
I have no doubt that it's going to be a great tournament, and that you and your team, that I had the pleasure to work with your team twice already, and all of them are super professionals. They perform really well, and they have what you said, that passion for
You
the
are
sport.
very keen, Oscar.
No, no, no. I just said
Thank you.
you have that passion for the sport, and it's great to see how what a difference it makes, and what a difference it makes when the team working with you knows the sport and understand what's happening on the pitch when you are
Yeah.
doing sports. So, Oscar, I cannot thank you enough for the time. I know you are, this is probably your day off after a long weekend of work. And I have to thank you and appreciate the time that you have given to us and all the information and knowledge that you have shared with the audience, that I'm sure they will be more interested in keep looking at what you do at La Liga with all the rest of your team, and looking at how they can improve their own skills to become one day, maybe, a good director and a great director just like you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oscar, for having me in this interview.